Okay, so yeah, how was how was how was creating or working in your book today, Sarah?
Well, I'm I'm still working on this one page I've been working on for a while, and I can feel this pull of wanting to be done, but I also still feel the pull of it's a relationship that's ending and it's not quite over. And what's interesting to me is the struggle between my head, which goes, "Really, you could be done," because now I'm just doing tiny things, and there's sort of that conflict about, am I just decorating? Am I putting it off? Am I dragging my heels? And then that having to come back to that sense of, no, there's still more here I need to attend to. And it's not to make it look better. I actually had stuff I did today that I wanted to do. And then as I started to do it, it didn't quite have the effect that I wanted in case someone saw it. And having to remind myself that this is really for me. And what's more important is honoring the little, even the little tiny, even the little eyelashes on the gnat that need to be done before I can move on. And I think about how much of my life I don't take that much care with
Hmm.
as it comes to an end. I get sloppy about it, or I get into who cares, or it's a moot point. And today I was really, the space I found in the little tiny, just staying with it, noticing there's an energy that's going out. It's time to turn, time to turn the page is coming. But can you just be here? Just here.
That I think that yeah, the can I just be here? That was with me a lot today, and especially because off before we started recording and before we started working in our books, we talked about um, one of the big things in process painting is that to dive into where you are and what you're feeling and how what's going on in your body, which I mean I get and I do that quite well, sometimes to a fault, which can happen to me on my in my daily life too with chronic pain and stuff. And so sort of what we played around with was when I'm in pain, I can choose to celebrate the parts of my body that are working well, which I don't think I do that enough. And I there is a and that can happen for any sort of pain, any sort of anxiety too. And it's not to bypass what's going on, but it's also to, hey, say there is other stuff going on, and I can give myself a break from the stuff that is happening. And so I found going to my page today was much freer. It just felt, I just had a sense of freedom, and I wasn't so focused on my physical body pain today and was more celebrating, oh, my toes feel great today. And then also, how does it feel to just be here now with my painting, with the painting around the figure that I did in my book. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was surprised by what we played around with at first and how it tied into mine. And really, the things that I ended up writing about were the really small things that I really don't celebrate. Like, oh, my lungs are breathing, my heart is beating, and I just thought, oh, I'm so, like you, get focused on the parts that uh, aren't working, that hurt, that I've given my focus to fix. And that there are these I think about how I'm not aware of my breath all day long, but it's right there for me.
Mhm.
And so is my beating heart. And maybe that's what I felt in the small things today that I was doing was, oh, these are the small things that are just as important, whether they're visible, whether they're big, whether they take up a lot of space. They're still there, and they need to be brought to life, celebrated.
I absolutely, and I think it's so easy to lose focus on those things too,
Mm-hmm.
especially now it feels like. So yeah, this has been a welcome hour of just being with me and the book and the breath and my toes.
And the lungs and the heart and all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Steph, for a
Thank
great
you,
hour.
Sarah. It's been good as always.
Yes. Looking forward to the next time.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye.